Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
8-yard line.
They send the receiver in motion left. First carry for the Auburn O-line. Jake Bigsby. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Okay, break. 70, Timberwolf. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. Past the 60, past the 60.
On first down, it's Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready, ready.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions. Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, Ward. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
15 yards on the play.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Ready. 18, come. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 9.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. He runs with it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Third and a yard.
Ready. Cougar 19. Let's go.
And he's in. Alec Biomanor. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jets nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tigers.
There'll begin it on the ground with Henderson.
Taking on Henderson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Okay, ready?
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
Warriors 70, Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cub 19, Cub 19. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the set.
Here's 3rd and 2.
7 Pirates, set. Viking 18.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Don't let him run. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lion. Chop 60, chop 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At the 42-yard
All right, so
line.
anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackling made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready. 18. Ready.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60, Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19, 79 Bronco. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves. 60 back. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. On the give, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Henderson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Jets.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stack. Crackle 80. Ready, right?
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page. And when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Hot 70.
3rd and 2. Wolf.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
shotgun. It's a give up the middle. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 19-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
No! Panther 60, Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll run. It's Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Able to add the extra point, and the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Viking 18.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And that ball incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Play action. Ward. Flush to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Leo Chenal gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
14.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, here's Ward. Open man, right side. He's got it. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Ward. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19 light. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 6 brings up second and 16 at the Titans.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
70 Lions.
From out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. A big hole. And he's into the end zone yet again. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Jets. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
Makes the score Jets.
So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this one. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Third and 7.
18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. On fourth down, Daniel Wheeler is on to punt. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Bobcats, 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Drive will start on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, Shaq. Bubble up, 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Trap 60. Hey, Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Aside. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
32-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. Woo. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Ward.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Scoop.
Back to throw is Ward. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Liam Chenal in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready? Hey, check that, street. Cougar 19. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
To throw is Ward. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here we go. 19.
On 1st down, it's Ward. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
4 yards.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Out of the gun, Ward. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go. Hot 70.
Now it's Ward. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Bates' kick is good. And the Titans cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Gain on the play.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
here.
On the ground, here is Henderson.
Henderson, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
18 Carter, 70 range, 70 range. Dragon 60. Go.
Once more, it's Henderson. Oh, the ball's out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out of the gun, they're going to run, and it's Bigsby. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy, cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Throwing is Ward. Out wide, that's Bigsby. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now Ward going to hold on to it. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Mike, you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to or working as a runner instead.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he shows off those strong legs running through 1 tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Third and 2. Here we go. Bigsby now going to start it off here in the 4th quarter. Oh, looks like he had the 1st down, but the ball is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this one up to the 28-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Bronco. 70. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check up.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will score. Game on. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown Titans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big two-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
Come on. They'll line up for the two-point conversion.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. Oh, a loose football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to it.
And he's into the end zone. Hank Bigsby, touchdown Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big two-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
Here we go, here we go.
Will line up for the
18 Cardinal,
conversion.
On play action, it's Ward. Out to his right.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good for a Jets.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this out to Henderson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
First down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Street, go street. Let's go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. They get the former first-rounder, Olufashinu. And it's Henderson. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
19 tight. Buffalo 18. Come 19. 70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Critical third down
and
conversion there, Mike. Now
line.
brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Okay, break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check out.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Jets first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's go. Panthers, ready.
Up the middle they go. They did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Trap 60. Set. Set Warrior 70. 60 buck. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Line up for a 2-point conversion.
60 Eagle. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Let's go now.
It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
Here's a run going left. Tough to bring down. Somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
42-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Handoff here, up the middle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Ready? Go Cowboy 80. Check out.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game.
Ready?
1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.